Meanwhile, the Supreme Court intervened to prevent another showdown between IEBC commissioners as they clashed over who properly represent the commission. In the response to a tough war between the 4 dissenting commissioners and Chairman Wafula Chebukati and his team of commissioners, the Supreme Court dismissed an application by the 4 commissioners seeking to represent the IEBC by virtue of being the majority, noting that the application was filed late. And as NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Muredi now reports, the decision now provides Chebukati an advantage of sorts in maintaining his line of evidence.
4 dissenting IEBC commissioners lost their Supreme Court quest to have their affidavit on the August 9 presidential election adopted. The Supreme Court threw out the application of Issa Mansour and company, noting that Wafula Chebukati and his side of the commission had submitted theirs earlier. Senior counsels Gedho Muigai and Paul Mwite sought to explain their instructions to appear for the IEBC, having been contracted independently by the 2 commissions that are now at serious loggerheads, potentially irredeemable.
As far as I am concerned with Issa, as I indicated, we rely on a resolution by 4 of the 7 commissioners. We have stated in our pleadings that we are legitimately representing the commission.
Issa Mansour, Esquire, filed his papers on the 26th. We did not expect that there would be another petition filed in the guise of a response, because what the 4 commissioners have done is to file a fresh presidential petition outside the constitutional timelines.
Our colleagues have filed the pleadings on the basis of instructions, I believe, by the CEO, who we say the CEO implements instructions from the commission. The commission is a corporate entity. In the absence of consensus, decisions are by majority.
It is not the work of the commissioners of IEBC, whether in majority or in minority, to procure any services. That flies totally in the face of the procurement law in this country. As we sit here now, the 4 who purport to have procured have committed a criminal offense.
Had the 2 applications been allowed, a bitter battle would have ensued because the 2 sets of commissioners are working at cross purposes in the petitions. The Chebukati-led commission insists William Ruto's election on August 9 was free, fair and verifiable. Vice Chair Juliana Cherera and 3 other commissioners disagree.
It's our considered view that this court cannot deal with the issue or any dispute as to the legal representation of the IEBC as an institution in these petitions. It is not the business of the court to determine who represents the IEBC in whichever formation. There is an internal issue which must be resolved by the IEBC, its commissioners and other internal organs.
However, individual affidavits from the 4 commissioners have been admitted. Therefore, Senior Counsel Mwite and Issa Mansour can now join the legal teams representing the commissioners.
The notice of appointment filed by Issa and company advocates is struck out. The 4 commissioners are at liberty to deploy and utilize the services of Senior Counsel Paul Mwite and Issa Mansour advocate if they deem it necessary.
For the two lawyers, that is Senior Counsel Paul Mwita and Issa Mansour, who had been drafted to represent one faction of the IEBC, it is now back to the drawing board as they seek ways of representing the four commissioners individually in a case they have been mentioned, but they still insist that the subject matter of what they wanted to present to the courts is still intact. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV in Nairobi County.